Okay, I'll put it down.
Sorry, Mukund. Mataji, you can start, Mataji. I'll send the link, then they will join.
Okay, okay. Okay, we'll start with the prayers. Everyone? Om Ajnanatirmirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Churumilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Vishwadaya Krishnashrestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaurabhakta Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
ऐसे Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada की जय.
Jai.
Okay, so now last session, what was our last session? Do you remember? What did we do? What were our earlier sessions? So many classes we had. Balram, you're on mute.
Pastime.
Damodar pastime. Yes, very nice. Damodar pastime we did, right? So now, after the Damodar pastime, now we are going to move ahead. We finished with the Damodar pastime. For some instances, for some things, we might again go back over it. But today we are going to start a new session. Okay, in the book of Damodar, or like one of the parts, it comes that we will, as we go ahead, we will ask those questions and then we'll see how it goes. Okay, we'll see what exactly we are trying to ask, what question is also, we'll try to find out the question over here. So because it's a new session and you all have done with the earlier verse, so we are going to start with the new verse. Okay, everybody excited? Some new verses to learn.
Mataji, I'm familiar with these.
Yeah. Okay. Arjun Vacha
Arjuna
Parabrahma Param Dhama
Param Brahma Param Dharma
Pavitram Paramam Bhavam
Pavitram Paramam Bhavan
Purusham Shashvatam Divyam
Purusham
Shashvatam Divyam
Adi Devam Ajam Vibhum
Adidevam Ajam Vibhum
Ahastvam Rasaya Sarve
Ahastasya Sarve
Deveshwar Naradastatha
Deveshwar Naradastatha
Asito Devalo Vyasa
Asito
Devalo
Vyasa
Vyasa
Swayam Chaiva Pravishya
Swayam Chaiva Pravishme.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll do the first 4 lines, okay? Arjun Vacha
Arjuna Vacha
Param Brahma Param Dhama
Param Brahma Param Dharma
Pavitram
Pavitram
Paramam Bhavam
Paramam Bhavan
Purusham
Purusham
Shashvatam Divyam
Shashvatam Divyam
Adi Devam
Adidevam
Ajam Vibhum.
Ajam Vibhum.
See with those parts, okay, first. So,
Mataji,
yes.
are you playing the synonyms?
Yes, we'll play that. Do you love it?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
Mataji. A bunch of synonyms.
Yeah, there are a bunch of synonyms, right?
Yes, Mataji. Mataji,
Little bit volume. Yes.
Mataji, this is Hari, and I already know the sloka.
You know the shloka? Very nice.
Yeah.
Who is this? You said Arjit.
No,
Harini.
Harini. Okay, Harini.
Mataji, this is Shubhadra, and I know this sloka, text 12 and 13.
Yeah, very good. You know what? After the synonyms and the translation, then we'll go back to this verse, okay? And then I'll tell you all to repeat the verse. Very good. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so now you will have to.
Translation.
Translation is there because it's too big, so I've made another slide for it. We'll go with the translation, okay? So now you have to be very, very careful, okay? Because there are so many synonyms over here. Let me see who is going to be on task and paying attention to the synonyms. Eyes and ears on the synonym and the words. Okay, I'll take an easy one, okay? Narada.
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 I didn't even have to look at that one.
I know. Purest.
Huh?
Purest.
Pavitram.
Pavitram.
Pavitram. Very good.
Pavitram.
Arjun said.
Arjuna.
Vacha.
Very good. Purusham.
Personality.
Personality.
Bhavan.
Huh?
Bhavan.
Yourself.
Yourself.
To self.
Yourself.
Yourself.
Supreme.
Brahma.
Param. Truth.
Brahma.
Tatha.
What?
Tatha.
Narada.
Also.
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 Asita.
Huh?
What, Mataji?
Asita.
Mataji.
Asita.
Asita.
Eva.
Certainly.
Pravish. Everybody on the same page?
Yeah. Yes, Mataji.
Bravish. Bravish.
Huh?
Bravish.
Pravishtra.
Bravisi. It is Bravisi. Bravisi.
Explaining me.
Explaining me.
Unto me. Explaining unto me.
Yeah. Explaining. On to me.
Me.
Vibhum.
Greatest.
Ahu.
Sage.
On to you.
Plum.
Sages.
Rishyaha.
Rishyaha. All.
Sarve.
Sarve. Shashvatam. Shashvatam.
Original.
Okay. And what is left? Devalaha. Vyasaha. Unborn.
Ajam.
Adidevam.
Yeah.
Adidevam.
Original Lord.
Original
Paramam. Paramam.
Supreme.
Very good. You all are paying attention. Give a pat on your back. You all are paying attention. Very good.
Mataji forgot to say Parvati.
What did I forget to say?
Pavitram.
Pavitram, purest. Yeah, we did that. Yeah, one we left is Dhama.
What?
Dhama.
Sustenance.
Sustenance.
Suspense.
Sustenance. Sustenance. Okay, what else is left? One more is left. Who will find out which is left?
Eva.
Devashi.
Devarishi. Very good. Devarishi.
Among the demigods.
Devashi.
Demigods.
Sages among the demigods. Very good. So who is known as Devarishi?
Yasa?
Yeah, among Vyasa, and Narada is also known as Devarishi, right?
Narada.
Yeah, in this verse. Okay, what else is left? Okay, we are done with this, right?
Yeah.
So we will go with the translation.
Which
Okay.
is very, very long.
You know what? In
I saw the
my
next page. It's very long.
yeah. So now we'll go with the translation. So can
Mataji, can I see it?
Pranav, can you read the translation?
Yes, Mataji. Arjuna said, "You are the supreme Brahman, the ultimate, the supreme abode and purifier, absolute truth, and the eternal divine person. You are the primal God, transcendental and original. You are the unborn and all-pervading beauty. All the great sages such as Narada, Asita, Devala, and Vyasa proclaimed this of you, and now you yourself are declaring it to me."
Very good. Thank you, Pranav. Krishnamani. Krishnamani.
It's Krishan Mani.
Krishan Mani. Sorry, Krishan. Yeah, Krishan Mani. Can you read the translation for us?
Arjuna said, "You are the supreme Brahman, the ultimate, the supreme abode and purifier, the absolute truth and eternal divine person. You are the primal God, transcendental and original. You are the unborn, all-pervading beauty. All the great sages such as Narada, Astya, Devala, and Vyasa proclaim this of you, and you yourself are, and now you yourself are declaring it to me."
Thank you so much, Krishan. And sorry for pronouncing your name wrong. Okay, so we have whom? Okay. So we need one more person to say the translation. Ramachandra, can you say the translation?
I wanted to do the shloka, but okay. Arjuna said, "You are the supreme Brahman, the ultimate."
Yeah, go ahead.
The ultimate, the supreme abode, and the purifier, the absolute truth and the eternal divine person. You are the primal Lord, transcendental and original, and you are the unborn and all-pervading beauty, as the great sages such as Narada, Ashita, Devala, and Vyasa proclaim this to you, and now you yourself are declaring it to me.
Thank you so much. Okay, so what we will do is we will go ahead with it. Okay, now. So, okay. Today there is a little bit disturbance, I guess, because cats and dogs are fighting outside my house.
I don't hear a thing.
They're pouncing on each other and making so many. Those dogs, they roar as if they feel that they are lions. They will be roaring at morning 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock.
Mataji, because I went to India, I always like playing with the doggies there. They really never hurt me because I always like feed them.
Yeah, but these are stray dogs, so it's like too much of them. Okay, so now in this verse, what we saw is that Arjuna is saying, you are the supreme Brahman, the ultimate, the supreme abode and purifier, the absolute truth and the eternal divine person. You are the primal God, transcendental and original. You are the unborn and all-pervading beauty. All the great sages such as Narada, Asita, Devala, and Vyasa proclaim this of you. Okay, so these all rishis, maharishis have said about him. And now, what is the important thing about this verse? And now you yourself are declaring it to me. Okay, so now the Lord Himself has told. See, this is before, like this. The Lord hasn't shown the universal form as yet. Okay, and Arjuna has already surrendered over there or to the Lord, and now then he is going to glorify the Lord in different ways. In the earlier verses also we have seen, right, how the what the Lord has explained about himself and how Arjuna is now surrendering to the Lord. Now when we see that in the according to this verse, what does Arjuna say is that you are the supreme Brahman, you are the Param Brahman. Okay, now in this we all know this story, right? Which is the first story? Can somebody tell me? Yes, Pranav.
Brahma takes away the cowherdman.
Brahma takes out the cowherdman. Who else wanted to say something?
Ramachandra.
Mataji, can
Yes,
Subhadra?
Ramachandra. Yeah,
And
after Ramachandra, then Subhadra. Okay.
The second one is when Brahma is just born and he gets like this thought that he should meditate on the Supreme Lord because like it's dark everywhere and he can't see, and he's meditating on Lord Krishna.
Very good. Subhadra.
Krishna takes all the forms and Krishna forms into the cowherd boys that Brahma took in the sky, the cowherd boys.
Yeah, and then when Brahma realizes it, what happens? What is he doing over here?
Forgiving.
He is asking for forgiveness, right? He's begging for forgiveness to the Lord. Very good. So this, all these pastimes, they tell that the Lord is supreme. The Lord is the Parabrahma. Now, when the Lord is Parabrahma, now you know what? There is a big question which comes over here. I'm going to show you some pictures and then we will discuss about this. Okay. So now we say the Lord is Parabrahma, right? That means Parabrahma means what? He is all opulent, he has all the opulences, he is like, he has everything with him, he's not going to ask anything to anyone, right? That we'll see one all the characteristics which the Parabrahma or the Supreme Personality has. But now when we did the Damodar pastime, what did we see over here? Okay, I want again raise hand so that we can ask questions. Yes, Harini, what do you see in this picture? Why did the baby Krishna come over here and what was he telling Mother Yashoda?
He was telling Mother Yashoda, I was not hungry or no.
Yeah, very good. He was telling Mother Yashoda that I'm hungry. So now Krishna is the Lord, right? Krishna is the Supreme Lord. And what is he? Just like Harini is eating food, Krishna was also waiting to have food, right? So Krishna was also hungry. That means baby Krishna, though like Krishna is the Lord, he was still feeling hungry. Okay, hold on to that thought. At the end, we will see about this. And in the consecutive classes also, your teachers will be explaining about this. So Krishna is Atmarama. Okay, he is like self-sufficient. He does not need to ask anything to anyone. When you are offering your bhoga, okay, I want everyone to be attentive. When you are offering your bhoga, does it mean that if I do not offer bhoga today, Krishna is going to go hungry? What do you feel?
No, he's Atmaram, and also there's
He's
other
Atmaram.
devotees who are also offering.
Yeah, then what happens if I am offering food? Is Krishna coming and eating the food?
No.
He accepts it.
He accepts it.
Radha.
Yes, he accepts it. He looks, what does he look? Krishna looks at what?
The devotion and the love.
The devotion and the love, not what
Number 11
how many
question.
quantity you made or how much salt you put in.
Wait, what if you just
He
offer
didn't rate it. He
a lot of love?
Patina Pushpam Phalantoyam. He does that.
Yeah,
Patina
so
Pushpam
he is just
Phalantoyam. Yame Bhakti Rakshati. Tadam Hashna Me Prayatmana.
Mataji, I have a question.
Param.
yes, very good. Yes, who had a question?
Ramachandra has a question.
Yes, Ramachandra.
So you said that Lord Krishna doesn't eat, he only accepts, right? So if you offer just meat or anything like that and do a lot of devotion, will he accept it or not?
See, when you are meat, you mean, right? Non-veg.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good question, Ramachandra. See, when you're offering something to the Lord, what are you offering? We are offering something which is cruelty free, right? Because we are not offering something by killing something or killing someone. And the very first thing is, what are we offering is the Lord has only told us what to offer, right? We as devotees, what are we going to do? We are just going to follow the instructions, whether it is our Guru Maharajas or whether it is whatever is written in the scriptures, we are following that, right? And in the scriptures, what is the Lord written has told? Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam, right? So he has very clearly mentioned what all things he will like, isn't it? And and that is the reason we also have the foods which are classified into three, right? What are the three groups that the food is classified into?
Mataji, isn't it 4 groups?
Rajasic. What is it? Sattvic,
Rajasic,
Rajasic, and Tamasic. So
And
it's three. And what?
tamasic. Or
Yeah, so three, right? Sattvic, Rajasic, and Tamasic. Right? Am I right?
yes.
Yes.
So in that, in the verses itself, the Lord has given instruction what all we can offer to him. Right? Now, when you are saying that how can we offer meat, the concept itself does not come, because Lord does not want anything by killing someone, isn't it? Then some of them say, okay, then when you're taking up plants, you're killing the plant, right? But am I killing the plant and directly eating it?
No.
No.
What happens to a flower when it is offered to Krishna?
That
Oh, so
it'll
so
still
Krishna
will
will
not
be affected.
flower, even if it's cutted, it's like the bamboo story.
Yeah,
It will
yeah,
always
and
be-
the,
Also, flowers and other plants don't really care much. Like flowers and
no,
plants
you know
don't
what?
have as much consciousness as humans, so I don't think they will feel pain, but I don't think they will
Where are
feel
you
that
seeing?
much.
Why can I not see you? Okay. You know what happens is,
Mataji, so when you give it to Krishna, it gets to stay with Krishna.
yeah,
So,
it is used in the service of the Lord, right? And when it is used in the service of the Lord, what happens is, its next life it can get as a human being or into a human being, and then they can use their life in the service of the Lord. Because we have gone through so many of the so many life forms, right? Sometimes we were a flower, sometimes we were an animal, sometimes we might be a snail, a snake. From all these life forms, we have slowly come up to a human being form. So the flowers which are offered to the Lord, they will also be liberated, and they might get a human life in which they can serve the Lord in a more better way, right? So by these things, so me first of all, with the meat question, Ramachandra, did you understand what did we say? We are following the instructions. In the instructions itself, it is said that we are not offering anything which is not mentioned in our scriptures. Is it okay, Ramachandra?
Yeah.
Okay. So then Krish, okay.
Mataji, I have a question.
Yes.
When
Are flowers like their own living thing, or are they like one life connected to the plant?
The life connected to the plant, and when the see the flower, it's, we are not saying that the flower itself has a soul, but then the flower is used in the service of the Lord, right? And that is the reason we are saying that the flower itself, as its own, it will, see, the flower is going to reproduce, it is going to have fruits and the further process, right? So
Mataji,
the,
a flower is like a body part, like the main the
now we're not
actual.
going to go into that science right now. What are we saying is whatever is used in the service of the Lord, that gets liberated, and that gets into a new life form, in which they can, in the next life form, they can serve the Lord in more better ways. Okay.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so okay, we will go with the next one. Okay. Now, when over here, when we said that Krishna is Atmarama, he is not supposed to be hungry. So then why was he asking Mother Yashoda for food?
To get the love.
Yes, so he, you know what, Krishna is so merciful that he is going to satisfy the devotees. He is going to give pleasure to the devotees, and he gets pleasure by getting like things done by them. In this pastime, we are seeing that he is doing all the things which the devotees want to do for him. Now over here, Krishna is not hungry, but yet he is asking food to his mother, right? In the next, it is said that he does not have desires for anything. Apta kama, he does not have desire for anything, yet he is asking food. He goes on talk, he goes and like he rather, in this pastime of Vidura, what did we see? That when he does not want to go and have the
Eats
prasadam
banana peels.
yeah, at Duryodhan's place, he even very willingly he accepted the banana peels which were given by Vidurani, right? Vidura's wife. She was so happy that instead of giving the banana, she started giving the banana peels. And Krishna was happy with that as well. So this is the bhava, the desire which the Lord sees. Now, Krishna, see, Krishna is not supposed to be dissatisfied, because Param, like the supreme personality of Godhead, right? He has everything. He should be so self-satisfied, so self-content. But over here, you see, when Mother Yashoda kept him down and went to look at the milk, Krishna was very dissatisfied. He was very angry. So, what do we understand over here? Is that Krishna in this form, in the Bal Krishna form, or in this form of his, he is trying to exhibit all these different qualities. So sometimes we feel, oh, this is a contradiction, whatever I'm seeing in the scriptures. Like Krishna is not supposed to get angry, but he's getting angry and he's breaking a pot. He's not supposed to be dissatisfied, but he's getting angry with his mom when his mom leaves him. Then another thing is that Krishna is running out of fear. Can we think about it? That the Lord himself is so afraid and he's running away. So why do you think he's doing this? Is he really, really afraid of Mother Yashoda?
No.
No. In the baby form he is, but then why did he do this? What do you think?
Love.
For the love. He wanted to have that vatsalya, that same feeling the Mother Yashoda should have, that she is the mother and he's a baby. So to satisfy the feelings of his devotees, he is trying to exhibit all these pastimes. Now Krishna, he has all things, right? He must be having so many pots of butter with him. All the butter in the whole world belongs to him. But yet he is into, what is he doing?
Stealing.
Stealing. He's still stealing the butter over here. Though he is the lord of all the wealth, he still is also stealing butter. So we're just looking over what he's done, okay? And then look at what Krishna, what is the bhava over here that Krishna has?
Afraid.
Afraid. Look over here, Krishna is scared, afraid. So does Krishna need to be scared of anyone?
No.
No, he has killed so many innumerous demons, right? And will he be scared by the small gopis?
No.
No.
But then too, he wanted to have that rasa, that bhava with his devotees, and that is the reason he also exhibited this feeling of fear and afraid, that he was afraid of the gopis over there. See, and then can anybody catch Krishna?
No.
No.
But see, still he got caught by Mother Yashoda. He got the scoldings by Mother Yashoda, and he did all these pastimes only for the pleasure of Mother Yashoda and all his devotees. See, the Krishna is Ananda Punja. That means he is the full bhandar. He is the full pot of happiness into him, right? But still over here, you see that he's crying and he's like he was.
Getting in trouble for his devotees.
Yeah, so he did all these are the part of the Leela. So you should not understand, oh, you know what, Krishna is Parabrahma, but then too he is, see, he cries, he steals. You should not get into that mentality of his, okay? See, Krishna is he's the controller of Maya, right? But over here in this pastime, in the Dambandha pastime, he got controlled by whom?
Mother Yashoda. Mother
Got
Yashoda.
Lord Yashoda.
So these are all the pastimes which we are seeing, which should not be confused, because in the scriptures, whatever we see, this pastime is the contradiction of that. Krishna is not fearful, he is the Lord, he is the controller, but he gets controlled. He is all satisfied, but he still gets hungry. So these are all the pastimes which are enacted by the Lord. Okay. Now, one question which comes over here is, which is the verse which comes to your mind when you, Hare Krishna, which is the verse which comes to your mind when we say that Krishna is Parabrahma or Krishna is the Supreme Person?
Ishwara
Rama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadi
Radhe Govinda Sarvakara Karana.
Very good, very good. And also there is another verse. Aham sarvasya
Tasya Prabhavo Matva Sarvam Pravartate Iti
Very good, very good. Wonderful. You all are so very well versed with your homework and with the scriptures. Okay. So, you know what? Today you have a nice surprise. Have your notebook and a pencil with you quickly as possible, because Priti Vilasini Mataji, are you there?
Mataji.
Mataji, are we going to draw?
No, we are not going to draw. Priti Vilasini Mataji is
No,
going to
it
brief
was
you.
Devanagari.
Okay, please go and mute everyone so that Mataji can start.
Hari Bol, can you hear me?
Yes, Mataji, but it's a little glitch.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
In case you stop hearing me, you'll have to tell me, okay? I think you should
Okay, the
be
others
able
just
to
mute
hear me.
yourself so that you can hear Mataji properly.
Mataji, is it the story, Mataji?
I thought we were back to God has magazine.
No, dear, it's not story. Okay. So, as you all know that we have started. Yeah. So, as you all know, we have started the Back to Godhead magazine reading, but we do that every alternate week, okay? And the other week, we want to continue our Sanskrit study. So all these days, you have been learning the basics of Devanagari script, right? Have you been learning that?
Yes, Mataji.
The word relationship.
Yes. So you know the entire Devanagari beginning to end. Did you learn it from Vrinda Mataji?
Yes.
Yes, Mataji.
Good. So now what we are going to do is, so now that you know how to write and you know how to form letters and words, now we are going to get into something interesting, which is we are going to learn some Sanskrit words and we are going to try to talk in Sanskrit once in a while. Okay. So that is what we are going to do. So today we are going to start with relationships, how to speak about different.
We can't hear you.
I think your voice is glitching. We can't hear you.
Mataji, I think the host muted everybody, so you are muted.
No,
Mataji,
no.
you're muted.
Yeah, Mataji might join with another device. Yeah, we'll just wait for Mataji, okay?
Maybe.
Mataji, you're muted.
Okay, the others can go on mute. So Mataji will be unmute. She's unmute already. She will get back.
I have Sanskrit classes.
You have Sanskrit classes?
Yes,
Very nice.
right before this class.
Where are you doing it from, Ramachandra?
I'm not sure. Maybe from the summer
Okay.
and last summer.
Mataji, Balram Mataji, you know I do a drawing class, art class, Mataji.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
Mataji.
Is it better?
Yes, Mataji, we can hear you now.
Okay.
We
Okay.
just heard.
That's good. So what we have been doing so far is we have learned a lot of Devanagari script writing. So now we are going to start using small words, okay, in Sanskrit and try to apply it in our book reading, whether you're reading some database or if you're trying to converse in Sanskrit. These words will be extremely useful. So we are going to learn some Sanskrit words. So the first thing that we're going to do is first we are going to try out and understand the meaning of different relationships. So you have relationships with a lot of people around you, don't you? But then how would you address each one of them in Sanskrit? That is what we are going to see first. Okay. Have you heard the term bandhu? Anybody? What is bandhu?
Yes, family member. Family member.
Family, yeah. So any relationship is bandhu, and in plural, it's called bandhavaha. Okay, so we are going to understand different bandhavaha or relationships in Sanskrit. And have you realized something? What is the topic that you have been doing all these days? What Leela are you discussing all these days? Damodar Leela is also called as Dama Bandhana Leela. Bandhan means to tie up. So relationships are always tying us up, right? So you see there is a similar root word. Bandhavaha is relationships. Bonding, these different bondings and relationships is Bandhavaha. So let's look into the basics of them. Okay. So what do you see first? I'm moving my cursor on a Sanskrit word. What does it say? Can anyone read it? Can you read the script?
Relationships.
Nah, read it.
Relationships.
What is this? What alphabet is this? The first alphabet here. Huh?
Mataji.
Sa. What is this?
Sanskritam.
Yes, Sanskritam. That is correct. So,
Let's write this down.
Sanskritam.
the relationship. Okay. So, do you all remember this? What is this alphabet? You must have done this with Vrinda.
Yes. Ma.
Ah. What is this?
Ta.
What is this?
P. I guess.
Mataji, are we going to write all of this down?
Yes, you can write it down as and when you're learning it. We are going to, I'll tell you which slide to write down. Okay. Then,
Can
what
you
is,
previous
Ah.
slide? I didn't
Right?
write that down.
so this is ma, this is ta.
Oh, that's
Okay.
Ma from Mataji. Oh, that's
Like ma, ta. This is P and this is ta. Right? Okay. So what does this mean? Okay, before we get into that, I want to ask you a question. So what do you tell in English for your mom? How do you call your mom in English?
Mother.
What is the word in English?
Mother.
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 Right? So,
I call my mom Amma.
and how about your dad? It is
Dad.
Dad.
mother.
Father. Father.
In language, we
Mataji,
say
mostly I call my father Appa.
appa. Yeah. So we say amma, appa, mother, father. Actually, all these words, they are originating from Sanskrit. Okay, all these words. Like, for example, you see this here, ma, and then you see ta. What does, if you put it together, what do you get?
Mata.
Does it sound like mother?
Mata.
Mata. Mother. Mother.
Mother.
Also a language that ultimately comes from Sanskrit. So the word mother actually comes from the word mata. Mata transforms into mother in English. Okay, isn't that interesting?
Yes.
Yes. So you'll find a lot of English words, like for example, binding. What is binding? Where is it coming from? We just saw that word now. Bandana, binding. See, it all comes from Sanskrit in many ways. A lot of English is evolved from Sanskrit. Mother, the word mother comes from mata. Okay. Now, pita. See,
Pita.
the syllable fa is not there in Sanskrit, but in English and in many other languages, you have this fa. So, father actually comes from pita. So, mata, pita. This is what you're going to learn. What is who's mata? Mata is
Mother.
pita is
Father.
very good. So now what we are going to do is we are going to see another term for mata. Another term for mata is, can you read this? What syllable is? Janani, correct. Janani, correct. Another term for mata is janani. So what do you mean by janma? Anyone knows what is janma?
Birth.
And your mother gives your birth.
Correct. So therefore it is jana, same thing. Jana, janma, same root you see, right? So janani, one who has given you birth is janani. Another name for another term for mata is janani. Okay. Another term for pita or father is janaka. Janaka. Okay. Who is famously known as Janak Maharaj?
Sita Mata's father.
Okay, if Sita's father is Janaka, then what is Sita's another name?
Janaki.
See how nicely Sanskrit is interconnecting? So from the term Janaka, you get Janaki. The original meaning of Janaka is Pita or father. Okay? So now you want to write them all together. Mata is mother. Janani is also one who has given you birth in a female tense. Janani. If the word in the towards the end, any word that has a pull to it, janani, if it ends like that, it is a female tense. Okay, in Sanskrit. So it is janani, mother, and for father you have pita or janaka. So you can write down. Yes, you have to write it down. Tell me once you're done. Okay, we'll go on to the next part.
Done, Mataji.
Good job. So mother comes from the term
Mata.
mother. Mata. Very good. Very good. And who gives birth?
Janani.
Janani. Very good. Good job. Okay. So now next.
Done, Mataji.
Very good. Very
Mataji,
good.
I'm
So
not
now you're not done. Okay, do it.
Done.
Done. Very good. So now let's go forward and let us see what is daughter and son. Now we have seen father and mother. Now we are going to do son and daughter. So you must have all heard, right? Putra is tra. So you remember this pu shabda that you had written with Viranga Mataji?
Yes.
And what is this?
Tra.
Tra. So putra is son. And what did I tell you? If the last syllable extends, it is female. So putri, that means it becomes female. Female is daughter. Putra, putri. Putra is son. Putri is daughter.
Daughter. Okay.
Okay. Daughter.
Done.
Putra, putri. Okay. Now there are other words also for putra and putri. Okay, so you see I've written it separately. Pu and tra becomes putra. Pu and tri becomes putri. Now there are other words also for putra and putri. Just like how we saw Pita had another term Janaka and Mata had another term Janani. Like that, for putra, there are two other terms. That is what we are learning next. One is Tanaya. Ta-na-ya. You see here? Ta-na-ya. Tanaya.
1, 2. Tanaya.
And for a daughter, it is Tanaya. Why? We have to extend it. Strilinga or female is always extended in the last syllable. Just like how we saw.
You're going too fast for me. I'm still writing the first one.
Okay, you write. Putra, putri, you first write.
Mataji, I have a question. So, like
Tell me.
on the screen.
Mataji, I'm joining you, so I don't know how to write Sanskrit.
Oh, you don't know. Okay. So now we'll have to, shall we give you the lessons, old lessons, how to write? Or you can just try to see the screen and then write it. Can you do that? Can you see the screen and write? You will pick it up.
Yeah, I took a few classes with one person. I think I only had like 10 classes. I mean, I didn't really even learn so much from there.
That's okay. You can just try to write whatever you see on the screen and then you will eventually pick it up. It's not hard. You will definitely pick up languages. It's not difficult. Okay.
Mataji, I have a question. On the screen, it shows like putra says Tanaya.
No, I'll tell you what it is. I have just written them separately. You just go, see, this is the word Tanaya, Tanaya. So this is male, this is female. Just like how Putra, Putri, like that, Tanaya, Tanaya. Okay. And then there is another term, Tanuja, Tanuja. So that's why I have just split up the alphabets for you so that you remember what you learned from Vrinda Mataji's class. This is Pu, this is Tra, this is Ta, this is Na, this is Ya. This forms a word Tanaya. If you want to make it female, you make it Ta, Na, and you take the last one, Ya. Similarly, Ta, Nu, J is one word, male. And if you want to make it female, it is Tanuja. So you take the last one. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
And there is anyone knows the meaning of Tanu? Tanu. We have this Tanu here, right? Anyone knows if you don't add Ja or Ja, what is Tanu? Anyone knows? Tanu means body in Sanskrit. Okay. So if someone has come from your body, Ja is Janma Shabda. Okay. Like we just saw, Ja is Janma, right? Previously also for Janaka, we were seeing that. So Ja is Janma. Someone who has taken birth from your body is called as Tanuja. So that means he's your son because the son takes birth from the father or mother's body. So therefore it's called as Tanuja. If a female has taken birth from your body, it's called Tanuja. Tanu is body. Ja Shabda is for Janma, taking birth. So therefore Tanuja. See, Sanskrit is so scientific. Everything has root words and you can connect to different meanings. So the other two words for Putra and Putri is Tanaya, Tanaya, Tanuja, Tanuja. So far?
Yes,
Okay,
Mataji.
now I'll ask you a question. Tell me 3 words for a sun. Tell me 3 Sanskrit words for a sun.
Huh?
Tell me. Ah,
Putra, Tanuja.
Tanaya. Tanaya, Tanuja, Putra, male.
Yeah.
For female, that is daughter, you will have Putri, Tanaya, and Tanuja. So for which one you will extend the last syllable, for male or female?
Female, feminine gender.
Very good. So you see, Rama. Rama is male, right? He's a male. He's a man. Rama. Who's Rama? It's a name for Lakshmi. Rama. So the last syllable, when it extends, it becomes female. Okay. Like for example, you have Brinda. You have who are the other girls on the call? Let me see. Ojasvi. There's an extension to the end, right? Keshavi. Keshavi, Sita Preeti, Vinita, or Kushi. So all these are female. Samskriti, Sri Lasya, Subhadra, Manaswini. All of them are female. But when you talk about a male name, it will be short. It will end in a short way. Like for example, Mukund, Mukunda, Mukund. You have Krishna, Rama. All these are male. Giridhari, not Giridhari. So Giridhari, Rishikesh or Rishikesha. Krishna, who else is there? Sri Krishna, Balaram or Balarama. So whenever you speak of any male name or any boy name or a man, it is always in short. Okay. When you talk about a female, it will be long. Sita, Rama, all these are long. Okay. When it ends, it will end long. Preeti, like that. Vinita. So therefore, you see, Tanuja is male. Tanuja is female. Tanaya is male. Tanaya is female. Are we good so far? So you understood the different names for son and daughter so far?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. And for Mata Pita, you understood?
Yes,
Mataji.
Very good. And Janaka is?
Father.
Very good. And what else do we have? Janani is?
Father.
Very good. So we'll learn more relationships. We'll try to understand elder brother, older brother, younger brother, elder sister, younger sister, grandmother, grandfather. We're going to learn all of that in our next session. Okay?
Uncle is Matula.
Matula. Can you tell me, actually, Matula, what happens is when Bharata and Shatrughna and Ramayan, they go to their uncle's house in KK Desh. That time in the Ramayana it comes, Gachata Matula Kulam. So that is Bharata and Shatrughna, they go to their Matula Kulam. Matula is, who's Matula? Matula is?
Uncle.
Uncle, which uncle?
Maternal.
How about? Maternal uncle, very good, because it comes from the word Mata, right? Matula means maternal uncle, Mama. Mama is called as Matula.
And I
Matula.
think it's paternal uncle is Pitravira.
Yeah. So we're going to learn more about these relationships and how to use them. Okay, now you tell, who's Nanda Tanuja? You learned the word Tanuja, right? Who's Nanda Tanuja?
Krishna.
Correct. Where do you find this term Nanda Tanuja? Which shloka? I mean, which prayer it comes from? Ayi Nanda Tanuja Kinkaram?
Paditamuchi me bhavam buddha kripaya.
Shashtakam. Ayi Nanda Tanuja. Nanda Tanuja means son of Maharaj Nanda, who is Krishna. So you see the term Tanuja is used. You should not say Ayi Nanda Tanuja. If you say that, that means Krishna becomes a female. Okay. So many people say that Ayi Nanda Tanuja Kinkaram. That is wrong. That means Krishna became female. Okay. Okay. What else do we have? What else did we learn? I think we are good for today. Okay, it's also time. So we will again catch up with more Sanskrit terms next session. So put this down in a book so that we are all good to go. Okay. By the time we finish this in the next 1 year, you should be able to understand a lot of more Sanskrit words. Okay.
Okay.
Hari Bol. We can end.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, thank you for teaching.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, very, very beautiful teaching, Mataji. Thank you. Beautiful, beautiful, awesome.
With this science and oh Krishna, it is wonderful, wonderful. I'm also going to sit for these classes now.
Me too, I'm also going to sit and learn.
Beautiful, Mataji. Wonderful. Kids, a big Hari Bol to Mataji. Hari Bol.
Sita Priti Mataji.
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Very nice.
Hari Bol, Mataji. Hari Bol.
Thank you, Mataji, for starting this new session. It's really, really, really awesome.
Bye,
Thank you for the opportunity and guidance,
Yeah,
Mataji.
because
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Sanskrit has so much of science in it.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you.
Vancha kalpatarubhyascha
देवच पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय, प्रीति विलासिनी माता जी की जय, सीता प्रीति माता जी की जय। हरि बोल।
all the kids ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much.